July 2025, it sounds like just another month on the calendar. Another stretch of days where the world spins on its axis and life goes on as usual. But listen to me carefully, it won't be usual, because the signs are aligning, the patterns are converging, and God is speaking. 5 things are coming. Some will shake the world and some will shake you. Young man, you've been running from silence, running from pain, running from yourself. But you can't outrun the ache in your soul. You've chased validation, tried to numb the emptiness with dopamine, with women, with success, but still deep in the night, there's that whisper, is this all there is? July isn't just about what's happening out there in the headlines. It's about what's happening in here. Because the greatest battle of your life is not external. It's not about politics or economies or wars. The greatest battle is for your heart. And God is calling you back before it's too late. These 5 prophetic shifts coming in July aren't meant to terrify you. They're meant to awaken you. The question isn't what will happen in July. The question is, what will happen in you? This isn't just a message. It's a crossroads. And you have to choose now. Cadence of Jonathan Cahn. Prophetic, emotional, and conversational. Like he's speaking directly to the heart of a young man in the room. July is coming. And with it comes the shaking. You can feel it already, can't you? The sense that things aren't as stable as they once seemed. The world you thought was solid is beginning to crack. The ground beneath your feet doesn't feel as steady anymore. And maybe, if you're honest, it's not just the world that's shaking, it's you. You built your life on certain things, thinking they would hold. You thought if you had enough money in the bank, you'd feel safe. If you could sculpt your body in the gym, you'd finally feel confident. If you could get her attention or their respect, you'd feel whole. But deep down, there's a voice whispering, what if none of this lasts? What if it all falls apart? That voice isn't there to torment you. It's there to awaken you. You see, God has a way of shaking what can be shaken so that what cannot be shaken will remain. He allows the foundations of the world and the foundations of your world to tremble because He loves you too much to let you keep building your life on sand. And I know you've been strong. You've held it together. You've put on the mask so no one sees the cracks in your armor. But strength isn't the absence of shaking. Real strength is found in what remains standing after the shaking. So maybe, just maybe, the tremors you're feeling aren't the end. Maybe they're the beginning. Maybe God is shaking the counterfeit so He can reveal the real. Maybe He's allowing the false to fall so you can finally stand on something eternal. Young man, listen carefully. The shaking isn't your enemy. The shaking is mercy. It's a call to step off the treadmill of proving yourself, of running from your pain, of pretending you've got it all under control. This July, as the world shakes, you have a choice. You can cling tighter to the crumbling foundations, or you can let go and grab hold of the rock that cannot be moved. The shaking isn't here to destroy you. It's here to deliver you. Because sometimes God has to let everything else fall apart so you can finally come home. July will not only bring a shaking, it will bring a revealing. The world is preparing to sell you a lie, a counterfeit version of manhood. You've felt it already. The voices shouting at you from every corner. Be harder. Be colder. Be a conqueror. Take what you want. Never show weakness. Never bow. And if that doesn't lure you, then here comes the other extreme. Be passive. Numb your drive. Lay down your strength. Fit in. Play it safe. Don't offend anyone. Don't rise. Don't stand. Two extremes, both false. Young man, hear me. You were not created for domination, and you were not created for passivity. You were created for something higher, to reflect the image of the one who made you. But this world loves counterfeits. It wants you angry but empty, powerful but purposeless, numb but addicted. It wants to make you a consumer instead of a protector, a predator instead of a servant, a hollow shell of what a man is meant to be. And here's the danger: these counterfeits feel good for a while. They promise power, pleasure, validation. But in the end, they leave you alone, broken, and wondering why you still feel hollow, even after you've gotten everything you thought you wanted. The real man, the man you were created to be, isn't defined by his bank account, his biceps, or his body count. He's defined by something eternal. His strength flows not from ego, but from surrender. His power isn't in how much he can take, but how much he can give. And yet, to step into that kind of manhood, something in you must die: the false self. The mask, the act. July will test you. It will ask you this question: will you settle for the counterfeit, or will you rise into the real? The world doesn't need more men chasing pleasure. It needs men who are willing to bleed for something greater than themselves. So the choice is yours. Will you bow to the idols of counterfeit masculinity, or will you become the man you were born to be? There are moments in life when the noise stops, when the constant scrolling, the swiping, the distractions fade for just a second, and in that silence you hear it, a voice, a whisper: come back. But here's the truth, young man. That voice doesn't call forever. Windows don't stay open forever. This July, a window will open, not in the sky, but in your soul. A moment when the H inside of you will rise to the surface, and you'll have to decide what to do with it. You've felt it before, haven't you? Late at night when everyone else is asleep, when you've won the game, gotten the girl, hit the goal. And yet the emptiness is louder than the applause. You've asked yourself, is this it? Is this all I am? That question isn't there to shame you. It's there to wake you up. But the danger is this: when the window opens, you can either step through or you can scroll past. You can silence the voice, numb it, tell yourself you'll deal with it later. But later never comes. The ancient scriptures say, seek the Lord while he may be found. Call on him while he is near. That's not just poetry, it's a warning. Because there are moments when God draws near, when the door is open, and there are moments when the door closes. This July might be your moment. Your chance to lay down the addictions, the fake strength, the endless performing. But here's the hard truth: you cannot carry the old you into the new life God is calling you to. Something has to die: the mask, the ego, the boy inside who's afraid to face his pain. Young man, don't waste this window. Don't assume there will be another. When the call comes, and you'll have to choose, do you walk back into the Father's arms, or do you drift back into the dark? The window won't stay open forever. Step through before it closes. This July, you're going to be tested, not by politics, not by the economy, not by the chaos out there. You'll be tested by the little gods you've allowed into your life. You say you're free, but are you? Look closer. The phone that never leaves your hand, the women you chase to fill a void, the validation you beg from strangers online, the addictions you swore you could quit any time. These aren't harmless habits, they're altars. Every scroll, every compromise, every silent agreement you make with your distractions, you're giving your loyalty to something. And here's the sobering truth: what you worship, you will obey. And what you obey will shape you into its image. This isn't just about faith. This is about your future. A man cannot serve two masters. You cannot be a king and still be a slave to lust. You cannot speak about freedom while chained to dopamine hits. You cannot walk in purpose while bowing to your comforts. This July, your loyalties will be revealed. The fire is coming to expose what's wood, hay, and stubble, and what's gold. So I ask you, what are you really loyal to? When no one's watching, where does your heart run? When the temptation comes, which way do you bow? When you're tired, angry, or alone, what do you reach for first? If you want to be the man you were born to be, it's not enough to fight harder. You must choose your master. Every man serves something: power, pleasure, purpose, or God. This July will test you not to destroy you, but to show you who you are serving and to give you a chance to switch allegiances. Because the enemy doesn't want to steal your strength. He wants to steal your loyalty. Choose carefully. The one you obey today determines the man you become tomorrow. There comes a moment in every man's life when he realizes this isn't forever. The breath in your lungs is borrowed. The heart beating in your chest is on loan. And one day it will stop. You've been told to live like you're immortal, chase the pleasures, stack the money, impress the crowd. But deep down, you know the clock is ticking. And here's the truth: eternity is not a concept, it's a reality. One day, maybe sooner than you think, you will stand face to face with the one who gave you life. Not as a boy, not as a consumer, not as a statistic, but as a man. And on that day, all the excuses will fall away. You won't be able to blame your parents, your ex, or your circumstances. The games, the scrolling, the lust, none of it will matter. All that will matter is this: did you live for him or did you live for yourself? Young man, the most dangerous lie you can believe is this: I've got time. July is a warning. It's not about fear, it's about love. God is shaking the world because he's giving you another chance. He's calling you to rise, to step out of the shallow, to stop living like this life is all there is. Because the truth is, you are an eternal being. You were created for more than survival. You were made for destiny. The question is, will you answer the call, or will you waste your life on dust? The clock is ticking, and you don't know how many seconds are left. What will you say when you stand before the King? This is it. The shaking has come. The lies have been exposed. The window has opened. The fire has tested your loyalties. Eternity is calling your name, and now you stand here at the crossroads. One path is wide and crowded. It's easy, comfortable, no sacrifice, no struggle. Just drift with the current. But you already know where it ends in regret. The other path is narrow. Few find it. It will cost you your pride, your addictions, your ego. But on that path you find life, real life. Young man, listen to me, you can't stay in the middle. You can't keep one foot in the world and one foot in eternity. You can't serve your lust and serve your calling. You can't chase applause and walk with God. This is the moment. The choice is now. Will you keep chasing what's killing you? Or will you lay it down and step into the man you were created to be? Will you numb the ache with pleasure? Or will you face it and let God heal it? Will you keep bowing to the false kings of this age? Or will you rise and bow to the only King who can save you? July is your wake-up call. You were not born to waste away in mediocrity. You were born to be dangerous to the darkness, to the lies, to every chain that's held you down. But you cannot do it alone. The strength you need is not in you, it's in him. So choose, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, now. Because the choice you make today will echo in eternity. Listen to me, this isn't just another video you scroll past. This is a moment, a line in the sand. You felt it as I've been speaking, that tug deep in your chest. That fire burning inside you. That's not me. That's not hype. That's the sound of God calling you back to life. So don't ignore this. Don't silence it. Don't numb it with another video, another distraction, another excuse. This is your wake-up call. The clock is ticking. Your future, your eternity, it's hanging on the choices you make right now. If this shook you, if something inside you knows this message was for you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video right now, if you're ready to break the chains holding you down. Drop a comment below. I choose life. If you're stepping into your calling today, share this with one man you know who needs to hear it because his soul might depend on it. And subscribe to this channel. Not for entertainment, not for comfort, but because every word here is meant to call you higher into the man you were born to be. This isn't about me. It's about him. And it's about you. So choose. Don't wait. Don't waste your moment, because what you decide today will echo in eternity.